Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
What up?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Vanessa. How we doing this morning? I like that Mets you got on your head right there. Where's that from?
Just regular. This one's just a regular pickup. Just I believe it was Pro Image that had it. It's nothing too fancy, just a regular classic Mexico hat.
Clean. I like how you wearing that. 'Cause, I got my guy. I can't even think of his name. The young kid right now. So early in the morning. Metro. My boy Metro. I hope y'all got your coffees this morning. You know, I got that morning voice, that deep, raspy morning voice. I'm super excited for today's show, and I'm glad you're wearing that hat, because one of the hats we're gonna be talking about today is a shout out to a country, right? Other than that, how you doing this morning? You ready for the show? You ready to get it all started?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and open up our.
All right. Good morning, my gente. Welcome to Coffee and Chat, episode 2. This is a segment from Caps and Curveballs, brought to you by your host, the one and only Vanessa, and everybody's big bro.
Yes. Welcome everyone. I'm excited for today's show. You want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's just go right into it. Get into the hats.
Let's get into it with So Fresh Clothing. Actually, before we get into it, no, let's do this right. All right. So if it's your first time visiting the show or tuning in, and you tune in from Caps and Curveballs, this is a show Vanessa and I are going to be going over the hats we think this weekend or upcoming are like our favorite hats to go to, maybe even some sleepers. So we don't get too much into too many hats. It's probably like we always try to aim for about 40 minutes to an hour for this show, so it's not too long. So if you tune in, quick morning with us, and we talk about some sneakers. We're working on another segment that's going to be actually our shop talk today, and we'll get into detail on what shop talk means, just for those who missed last week. But yeah, let's get into it now. We got So Fresh Clothing. I'm super excited to be talking about these hats. One, because they did a pop-up yesterday. And honestly, out here in Cali and in the Bay Area, I know that they're like well respected. Um, and I want to give a shout out to the owner of So Fresh Clothing. Jordan was texting me, and it's my boy Rax. He's the one who runs So Fresh Clothing. So I want to shout that dude out. I want to shout out Fitted Algebra. As you can see, his name is on here. He's the one that designed these hats. This is my pick of the week, only because he's always killing it, man. He's always killing it with these hats. You got the athletics right there. We spoke about these hats on Caps and Curveballs this week. If you missed it, go watch that episode. But the Blue A's is the King Kong 2.0, and the Green Giants is the Godzilla 2.0. And then you got the side baddies. They're calling them the Turf Pinkies. These are all designed by Fitted Algebra. And they are going to be available at 3 p.m. today online for any of those that were left over from the pop-up shop in San Jose yesterday. They're available today at 3 p.m. on So Fresh's website. So honestly, a lot of us can't make it, especially those on the East Coast. I'm in SoCal, so I can't make it, and I'm gonna try my best online today to get probably the athletics. I don't know. What do you think, Vanessa?
Which one?
Oh, I'm sorry. The King Kong. That one is like.
I like both of them.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not committing to that one athletics with the side baddie, I don't know. I like for it to have a patch.
You like for it to have a patch?
Yeah, but I love the colorway, and it's such a San Jose thing to have that like tealish color with the black and white. You know, like kind of like the Sharks hockey team.
The Sharks, yeah. Yeah,
so
for sure.
I like that colorway. I like the logo, how it's really like in bold.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't know. I mean, it's an original baddie, but I don't
the
like
side
it
baddie.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because like I'm not a big side baddie guy, and I say it all the time. And this is not me being biased, man, but like the two hats on the left are just honestly so good to me that it just carries the side baddies on his back. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but
I get what you're saying. Like the hat is good enough that you might be able to look past that little side baddie just there.
Yeah, like it being part of this drop is like super dope to me. I love that they do pop-ups. Like not too many stores. Like we met them. I would say we met So Fresh Clothing at Capcom, Hats and Pins, and they were just there chilling. They seemed like the coolest dudes ever, and they were. Like I got one of my favorite hats that I like to wear every single day. My Yankee, the Marc Jacobs, like the side patch is to match the Marc Jacobs watch. This is Fitted Algebra.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? And this Yankee right here is like a gold. It's a gold metallic. You know, like this hat is my favorite everyday hat. Like my girlfriend's like, "You're wearing that hat again?" But Fitted Algebra, like what they're doing over there and what he's doing, that was with Home Game New York. Like the fact that they pop up and they show out to these shows, I think it's the coolest thing ever. Like they're in the community. They're not like, yo, come to our store and our store only and online only. You know what I'm saying? Like they're showing up into different events and really, you know, showing who they are out here in the community.
Is he the one that held that for you and shipped that for you?
Yeah, he shipped that to me. So it was sold out by the time we got in. It was sold out, and then how you say, oh, I saw him, I told him how much I really wanted. He was like, you know, they come out to Home Game New York. I couldn't go because I had to hop on a flight that night. So I ended up going to he ended up saying, hey, you know what, send me the money and I'll get it for you. I never met this dude ever. And somebody was like, man, I should trust this dude. And I did, and he shipped it out. 70 shipped. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fitted Algebra and the team, and shout out to So Fresh Clothing, and shout out to, again, the owner. I forget names really easily. Rax, my boy Rax. I think I met Rax. I can't remember, but I think he was there too. He was mad cool as well. But yeah, man, shout out to them. Shout out to these hats. 3 p.m. today. If you didn't get a chance, please go do so. These, especially the two on the left are my favorite. And then again, I said it earlier. I'm super happy you wore that hat because of this next slide. Oh, I'm over here with the slides on the thing, but this hat right here. I had a lot of hats to choose from, and I have a what's it called? An honorable mention, but I didn't put them on the slide. So we'll talk about this hat first, and then we'll get to honorable mention. But eCaps Unlimited 2 weeks in a row. Last week we had the Rhino hats and Rhino Fitteds, and Rhino Fitteds is part of this one too. But this Brooklyn is really dope. And the reason why I like the Brooklyn is the story behind it, right? If you guys don't know, I put his name down because I wanted to pronounce it right. And there's Zakatsuki. I hope I'm saying that right. Zakatsuki crowns. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Guess than me. I would have chopped
and Rhino
out.
Fitteds. I guess they teamed up on this hat. And obviously, you can see the great island of Jamaica is involved in this hat.
Yeah.
But it is a crown that was paying homage to the GOAT Busta Rhymes. So they actually put this hat in hands of Busta Rhymes. And you can go to Rhino Fitteds and Zakatsuki's crowns Instagram, you can see that, Busta Rhymes had it and all the good things he said about it. But let's be real, this hat really is good. even if it wasn't connected to Busta Rhymes, as a hat connected to Jamaica, it reminds me of the Pirates sponsor hat from DPM, like two hats that represent the country without it being a stretch or a reach. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say too, because they could have, with the Jamaican colors, they could have went real crazy with this, like the yellow, the red, but they made
like
it
I
settled.
did with the fonts.
Yeah. So they could have went crazy with this, but they made it so you could possibly make this an everyday hat.
I like it, and it's a green bottom, the Kelly green. We talk about it all the time. My two favorite are grays and Kelly green bottoms, and I love what they did. And you can see on the title bar that's going across. So on Instagram, they're 88 Caps Unlimited, and their website is ecapsunlimited.com. Now the release date for this is still unknown. All right, there is no exact release date. I wonder if they're even going to do a release date, because it's probably going to be that popular. And it's like, are they going to do first come, first serve? Are they going to do what our honorable mention guys did with their hats yesterday with raffling? What are they going to do? What do you think? What would you do, right? If you got a hat in Busta Rhymes' hand, or someone popular, someone known in the industry. He's a GOAT, right? He's a GOAT to especially to Jamaicans, what I'm saying, in the rap world. And growing up in New York, I know what Busta means to hip hop, right? What do you think? What would you do if you were a store and like, yo, I want to get this hat into the right hands? You know what I'm saying? Because you got people who just want it just to hold it. I think reselling is dead in my opinion, but it's a good hat. Or am I overplaying the hat?
No, I think it's a good everyday hat. But to try to get it to the right hands is kind of hard, because if you put it online, you got people that are just gonna grab it and just turn around and make a few bucks off of it. But there's some people that genuinely really want that hat that might not be able to cop it. And if you do an in-store drop, you got people on the other side not being able to pick it up.
Okay. And really quick, I'm sorry, guys. I had the comments off, so I'm just seeing everybody's comments. But yeah, back to it. I agree with you, Vanessa.
It's kind of hard. I guess your best bet would probably do an online drop, just so that you could get both coasts to give that opportunity.
Both coasts, right? That's the hard part. Is that people forget, like, each coast I don't know. I feel like the East Coast forgets more than the West Coast about the other coast, you know, because the West Coast, I'm now we're 3 hours behind, and it's like,
Yep.
Even sneaker drops,
Correct.
and we'll get to that, and we'll get to the sneakers in the next segment here. But even sneaker drops, you gotta wake up super early, on the West Coast to get your hands on something. So I hope they do right when they do this release, man. I'm excited. 88 Caps Unlimited, Rhino Fitteds. They're doing great things over there, and I'm excited for them. And I shouted them out two weeks in a row, but this is a really good hat. Jordan had it on in hand. These are actually his photos. Shout out to the photographer,
What I
Jordan.
said, Jordan.
That's my guy. Anything else you wanna talk about as far as the honorable mention? And they're not on. I didn't make a slide for them, but shout out to Off the Dome, man. We shouted them out last week, and I want to shout out to them again. They dropped some hats this week that were dope. The Yankees and the Indians were my two favorite, and they did the raffle. They did the hat of the year. We all saw who won. Shout out to them. Shout out to Burdeen's. I don't think it was rigged, even though they dropped the hats at Burdeen's, and the hat that won hat of the year was from Burdeen's. I think that was straight. You can see on their Instagram, straight people voting, and the people voted for that. And I thought that was so cool. And I hope Caps and Curveballs, we can do that based off of the hats we talk about on our shows for next year. That'll be super fun. And if we can get it done before 2024, I think Off the Dome did a great job with that. Shout out to them. Shout out to their hats. I am more than sure they all sold out. They did raffles on all their hats. But yeah, let's get right into it. And before we get into it, we have our sneaker pro, our sneaker the man, sneaker freaker, whatever you want to call him. No cap, just champagne. There he goes. I can't hear you. You're muted. He's excited.
My bad.
He's
What's good?
excited.
What's good? We in a different
What
spot
is-
today, so we got the rig set up
Dude,
here.
It looks
You see,
good. It looks good.
you
Got
see-
the
you see
mirror.
us. Got the
We can
laptop
see everything.
not on the desktop today.
Dude,
I don't know about
honestly,
Sneaker
man,
Pro, man. I kind of retired, but I'm still into the kicks a little bit, but definitely not as much as I used to buy. But we still be looking at all the releases, pretending like we're gonna buy all of them.
listen,
Yeah, for real.
it's a new year. Things can change. Things can change. I mean, the price of hats is just so much better.
Yeah, facts. It's just something about buying 4 hats rather than one pair of sneakers.
Then
That
one
really,
pair of sneakers. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just really
Well,
makes me feel good about life.
Listen, this week I put together my 4 favorite sneakers that I saw online this week. So it has nothing to do with release date. Last week I did releases, but these were my 4 favorite that I saw online that each had a different like punch in the gut to me, like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
let's
I
see it.
I
wanna see
didn't,
it.
guys, everybody live right now. These guys don't know what I got. They can
Yeah,
probably see the
I haven't
slide a
seen
little
them.
bit now, but I am super excited to show. So let's bring up the slide right now. Boom.
Dang,
Check
them
'em
Hello
out.
Kitties is you was
Hello
hype about?
Kitty Crocs.
Listen,
Hello Kitty Crocs goes
You know,
crazy.
listen. That's the first thing you said. That's the first thing you said when you saw the slide. So let me run across what they are, and then we'll talk about them. So we got the Hello Kitty Crocs coming in January on the left here. We got the Kith New Balance 1906R, no release date yet. The Nike Book One PEs metallic purple. It's basically like a spinoff of the OG Air Jordan 1s.
Wow.
And then you have the diamond studded. So that Jordan back piece, that ball is a diamond.
Oh wow.
Studded first class, made exclusively for WNBA athletes.
That's dope.
Okay.
Wow.
These are my sneakers of the week. This is Caps and Kicks, of course, Caps and Curveballs and Kicks. Which one do you guys want to talk about first? Because I'm ready to sit back and
So
just chop
I'll-
about Kicks right now.
I'll bring up the Crocs. I know I said like, oh, you got Hello Kitty on there. I see why maybe you probably put on there because Crocs is a big thing. They got so many collabs. Like they got the cars with the Lightning
Mhm.
McQueen. You know, I seen
Mhm.
some KFC joints. I got
Mhm.
I got a pair that people always think is crazy. That I got the staple Crocs that got the pigeon feet and all that stuff on there. Like they go
Mhm.
crazy on their collabs. So I know
Yeah.
people wait for these drops when it comes to Crocs. And some people
Yeah.
might think they're really, really ugly too, just the Croc itself. So you have different people on different sides, like
Yeah.
with that whole
Look
shoe.
look at the gibbet. It got the bow as the
Nah,
gibbet.
that's
That is
fire. That's
dope.
fire. I'm not gonna lie. So it's crazy because, like you said, the collabs go absolutely crazy with Crocs. If you guys ever seen any of the collabs, I don't. I think I haven't seen a Croc collab that hasn't sold out yet.
Yep.
The
And
bad
not only
booty
that,
Peanut
but you gotta
joints.
butter.
remember, Hello Kitty is like a huge, like maybe not Americans specifically, but in like Asia, Hello Kitty's
Yeah.
huge. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
these are gonna go crazy regardless. And I think they're pretty interesting. The colorway is interesting. I don't know. They're pretty cool. I mean, the
I think the
They,
unisex
colorways they
I
kind
obviously.
of
just thought
like
I
match her.
like the I like the concept of what Crocs is doing. Like I didn't think
Yeah.
they were gonna do a freaking collab with Hello Kitty. So when I saw it, I was like, man, they didn't miss. They didn't miss on it. It's simple. They got the little engraving on the heel that's gonna probably wear out, you know, especially if a big guy like me is wearing them. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, honestly, I thought it was a cool thing, so that's why I put it on the slide. Um, uh, but yeah, man, what do you guys want to talk about next? We talked about the Hello
Let's
Kitty.
talk
I guess
about these
you
New
know
Balances, bro.
the Kith joints.
Bro, these I'm not gonna lie, these are crazy, bro.
Yeah, I like
These
them too.
dude, I was hard for me to choose from the pictures that's on. I think I got them. I got all these photos from Sneaker News. Shout out to Sneaker News. Um, they always on top of their game, man. Honestly, I was going through their page and I didn't know which one to choose from as far as what to talk about. And these are the four I chose. But the Kith New Balance. Honestly, I have actually a new pair of everyday work shoes coming in, and they are a pair of New Balance, clean black with a little bit of white and gray. Because I need everyday shoes, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts,
tired of
facts.
wearing all my kicks to sneak to work. Now I got these one pair of kicks. I'm gonna spray them. They ain't gonna get no water, no nothing, no juice on them, and they gonna last me. They gonna last me a while.
Yeah,
But
I
these
got
are
this
I
is
got
fire.
interesting.
This colorway.
Do they
I
have a
got a
price point on
question for you
these?
guys.
My bad, yeah,
When we
Vanessa.
talk about these New Balances, I want to see your guys' feedback, and I'm gonna ask you a question from the first episode of, you know, are these an everyday shoe or are you rocking them with a fit or their gym
Nah,
shoes?
these are everyday shoe. These are everyday like these aren't a gym shoe, but they're not a fit shoe either. I don't know how to explain it. This is like a everyday shoe, but you're gonna wear like to like maybe work or like nah, I don't even know. It's hard to say because in Northeast right now, in the Northeast, you know what I'm saying, these running shoes are going crazy. So the fact that Kith
Yeah,
and New Balance in general is popular
Yeah,
too, but New Balance and Asics. So it's a Kith collab at that. I don't think you could dress these up because they at the end of the day they are running shoes. They don't look like anything else, but
yeah,
I don't know, they got like a swag to them, right?
that's what I was saying. Like, especially when you look at the top picture, it looks like, okay, maybe you might be able to wear them with some jeans or something. I don't know. But then when you look at the bottom picture, like, nah, that's for the gym.
These are definitely for the people who wear like the sweat like this crazy different looking sweats and stuff like that.
yeah,
Or they
yeah,
got like the not jeans, but like they have like pants that have like those the more round bottoms. I could picture the outfit in my head. I just don't really know what kind of pants they are, but definitely
yeah,
not
yeah.
jeans. What is it?
No, I mean, so
Yeah, like
I looked
the wide leg pants.
the wide
If that
leg
makes
joints.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
could see that. I could see that. And you got these are also tied up. Most people are going to loosen them up, widen them
Yeah.
Yeah.
out a little bit. And then as far as the release date, there isn't a release date on them. And then
They're
as
gonna be
far
sold
as
out when
like
this kid is over.
oh yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be sold out. There's a kith out here in LA. We'll see when the release date is. See if we can get our hands on them. But me personally, I really like these. But you brought up a question, Vanessa, that I actually have a spin-off question off of that. because
Okay.
me personally, these wouldn't be every day for me. I would have to put a nice little fit together. What do you think, or what is either of y'all's favorite go-to brand that you like to wear like every day? And before you answer, the reason why I like I'm getting the New Balances is because guess what? My everyday work shoe, my New Balance, I could put a Nike hoodie, I could put an Adidas hoodie, I could put any hoodie I want, and nobody could say nothing. Another day, I almost walked out with a Nike hoodie and some Yeezys on, and I was stressed out because the fit went well, but you couldn't do Nike and Adidas. So what's your like go-to brand that you like to wear?
Kanye said you can.
Listen, man, Drake is still not on the vibe. So
Oof. Yeah, he did. He
All
you
did.
he
know,
do is shoes
Right.
hard.
what's your go-to brand? Are you Nike? You Adidas? Are you Under Armour? Are you like New Balance? Like what's your go-to
I don't
brand
think
that
I
you
could
like to
ever
wear?
be Under Armour whatsoever. But now that I live in Florida, my everyday shoe has became Hey Dudes. It's crazy because I used to collect shoes more than I used to collect hats, and I used to have a variety. And now I kind of laugh at myself like, yo, you look like a goober because you over here with Hey Dudes. Like that's what I wear all the time because they're so
Hey
comfy.
Dudes, I don't even I
Those is
may
mad
have seen them, but
popular.
I don't even know what they look like. You guys got to put
They,
me on. I'm sorry.
yeah,
They
they
look like
don't look cool, but they're
I'm
comfy.
gonna Google it.
they look like almost like Toms. Like you remember
Yeah,
how
they're like
not
little
really the Hey Dudes.
bulky kind
What
of.
they look like?
Yeah.
Like Toms
Or like
almost, right?
Sperry's.
Yeah, like Sperry's.
Mhm.
It's like a spot. It's like a Sperry and Tom mix, like crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see them. I see them.
So you know how
Okay.
like
And
people will be rocking Crocs, like over
bro,
here,
those be
it's
sold
a
out
big
over
like
here.
Hey Dude thing, and they
Hey
even got collabs
Dudes.
too.
Yeah, they got
Hey
collabs too.
Dudes. I gotta check out. I gotta do my research, guys. We can't be talking about kicks and not know what
But that's
all
not
the
really like
brands
a
are.
kick. But out here, yeah, that's my everyday shoe. Like I know I'm going to work, I'll just flip them on real quick and then
Mm,
be on my way. But if I know I'm going somewhere, I'll probably put on a pair of Nikes.
okay. Okay. You putting on Nikes. Just what you got?
I would say my main go-to is probably
Jordan.
Jordan,
Yeah.
probably. But
Yeah.
lately I have been mixing it up. I got a pair of New Balances that I wear a lot.
Is that your
So
low key favorite? Because that's kind of my next question. Like, is that like low key? Because that was you brought up New Balance. I think that's my low key favorite.
I think they definitely the
Besides
most
the
comfortable.
one that I wear all the time.
They're very comfortable and they're stylish enough that you could get away with wearing them if you dress it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
that perfect in between for me, where it's
And
like,
they got comfort too.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like they're that perfect in between sneaker. And they're starting to get pricey nowadays, so you can't even say they're a cheap shoe.
No, they're definitely not. They're
Now we gotta hit up Ava
definitely
on that.
not.
Facts. Gotta
Yeah.
hit up Ava. Wow.
Well, listen, guys, I'm glad that y'all being honest with y'all favorites and bringing up stuff like Hey Dudes. But my favorite shoe on this page right here has got to be the Book One.
I knew you was gonna
And
say that.
listen, I'm a big fan of Kobe Bryant. Devin Booker loves Kobe Bryant. He's a big fan. I say Kobe Bryant like I like to say Kobe Bryant like Charles Barkley. Kobe Bryant. Kobe
Correct.
Bryant. Listen, this shoe right here is I feel like it's an old shoe in a new era.
They
If
kind
that
of got
makes
like that
sense.
It does
like
look like that.
mid but blazer kind of feel to
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to bet, you know how this shoe looks like it's the most uncomfortable shoe, but with the Nike technology, it's probably super comfortable. Honestly,
I'm
This
not gonna
joint
it's
lie,
looks
just
hell no, that looks stiff.
it looks like a preview to like a 1980s movie. Like if there was a
right. It's
1980s movie
so
about
clean.
basketball, this is what they would be wearing in them.
Yep, or like
But
what if they was playing back then with the really short shorts and everything. Those are the
it's
shoes they was rocking.
it's so funny because it's literally Devin Booker. Like if you see his Instagram, he lives such back in the day. His cars are old
Yo,
school.
he has an old
Like
school
the way
car.
he wears his clothes, you know what I'm saying? This like it fits perfect, and I just love how they like did a spinoff with the Air Jordan ones and the little like top leather part and the
It
Nike.
looks like it should
Like
have been in that Nike movie. Like literally, it looks like this is a screenshot from the Nike movie.
So I got a question
yeah,
for you guys. Do you guys think people are gonna buy these because they like the shoe, or you think they're gonna buy them because they like Booker?
Definitely Booker.
mm.
I would say
You
definitely
think so?
Booker. He's popular enough.
I agree, because low-key, I wouldn't pick those up, but I like Booker.
You wouldn't pick these up?
I'll pick them up if he said, "Yo, I'll sign these and I'll give them to you." I'll be like, "Yup," but to pick them up,
If I was to pick these up, it would be strictly to hoop. It definitely wouldn't be like
Strictly
a
to
fashion.
hoop. No, yeah, for sure. These are
Yeah.
not. These are, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when you go play basketball and you have a new pair of basketball sneakers, it's just like going out and wearing a brand new pair of kicks.
No,
Like,
for real.
I feel like this is something that I
Like, I'm
want to
about to
put on.
drop
Be like,
30.
yeah,
I want
I'm
to drop
about to
30.
drop 100 points. You feel me? in a pickup game.
Facts. No facts. Literally.
Oh man, but yeah, man, these are the Devin Booker ones or Nike Book One PE. So it is a player edition. I don't know if they're actually gonna drop this colorway, but I really like it. The metallic purple, they're calling it. And then right next to it, you got this diamond studded Air Jordan 4s. And Jordan, I know you like Justin. Your name should have been Jordan, I guess.
Yeah.
Just
Shout
I
out to
know
Jordan.
you like Jordan 4s. What do you think about these? The diamond studded in the Jordan logo, taking the basketball. Vanessa is going to the WNBA athletes. Please tell me you know one, because these are insane. This is crazy.
no, I think they're dope, and I think the fact that they made a shoe for them, that's even better. But I just I like the back. I like with that little jeweled basketball. That's fire. If they
It's a
wouldn't have done
diamond.
that, I probably wouldn't think the shoe is that fire.
Yeah, and they
It
got
would
like
just look
how it
regular.
comes with how the fours come with the little
Tag.
square thing. That thing is like gold plated, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The
fire.
pictures
I'm
on
a
Sneaker
real
News
fan.
are insane.
I'm a real big fan of 4s. In general, they're not the most comfortable, but they're like in terms of style, like oh my gosh, they're so
They look
fire.
nice.
And you see a lot of 4s
Mhm.
coming out this year. So that's
Yes.
interesting that they connected this. You got the redo of the military 4s that coming out, the blue and white joints. The redone, the reimagined bread 4s.
Bread
Yep.
Force. I was gonna
That could
put
be an
those on this
interesting
week
one.
because I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah,
I want to
maybe
talk
it's the
about the
year to 4s.
re-image part.
Maybe it's the year to 4s or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't
I
know.
think
see a
so,
lot of
yeah.
4s coming
Yeah, I
out
was
this
gonna
year,
ask you
but
guys about that. I've seen this past year. There's a lot of re-image. Like, what is that? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. What's the concept behind it instead of just releasing the shoe again?
basically
Yeah.
they just switching it from suede to leather. So like the shoe that used to have a suede, like the bread 4s used to be like a suede. And when you do
Mhm.
reimagine, it comes out like a leather. They've done it with 1s as well and 11s, I believe.
Mhm.
Like the reimagined 11s, it went from patent leather to like that other type of leather. I don't know the material, but it's definitely a nice shoe and it's good quality. The reimagined ones, they're usually pretty good quality.
I was actually gonna pick up a pair last year. I believe there were 3s that they
Yeah.
redid.
Mhm.
But I didn't understand. I'm like, is it just a redraw or what's different
It's
about
just
it?
a
That
change of it's just a change of leather. Like literally, it just goes from
Mhm.
one material to the other one. That's why it's considered reimagined, and it kind of gives the shoe
Mhm.
a different feel and a different aesthetic a little bit too.
yeah,
Like those Jordan, like I
Yeah.
said, the 4s, they're going from like a suede to like a all leather. It definitely gives it a different look with the same original colorway. That
Yeah.
to me is a dope. Is better than a regular retro. Because you can have the same sneaker 3 times, but when you get the reimagined, you're getting a retro and a new different look to the same sneaker. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
having 2
yeah.
pairs of them,
Mhm.
it's not a waste of money. I feel like, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. I want to see them in person because I'm a huge retro guy. Like I
Yeah,
love the kicks the way they were back then. So to see re-imaged or reimagined, like the I like the concept and I like the leather. I'm just like, do I really want them because I like them or because they're reimagined, or reimaged? Like
exactly.
um So I didn't put them on this week, but that was my first screenshot of the week of that shoe to talk about those shoes. So I'm glad you brought it up because like you said, I do think it's the year of the fours. This diamond
Well, I didn't see
studded.
these, so that's why it was interesting. I've seen the military blues already, and I've seen the reimagined. Now I see these. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so a lot
I
of
saw the
fours
military blues. I was like, oh, Justin
Yeah.
would like to talk about the military
lot of
blues. And I
fours
said, I
come
saw
out.
this and I was like, nah, this one's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, this was our caps and kicks. Anything you guys want to add on to the caps and kicks, or what you guys are looking forward to? Because I think we're going pretty far with this. This has been fun. This week has been fun.
Yeah. So I would like to add on real fast before I go. Appreciate you guys having me again this week. To answer the comments, yes, this is my parents' crib. I'm actually going to Got Souls this week with Jordan and maybe fitted detailing as well. I'm not sure about him yet, but me and Jordan are definitely going to be in the Got Souls building. Honestly, I'm not looking for sneakers. Ironically, I'm looking for hats. There's going to be a lot of apparently, from what we heard, there's going to be more hat vendors here at Got Sold than there was at CapCon. So I'm there to test that theory and see if that's true. It's gonna be pretty funny. I already got in touch with some hat people who said, yeah, they're definitely gonna be in the building. So if you guys are here and watching this, we're gonna be at Got Sold. We're gonna do a nice little vlog like we did for CapCon, and we're gonna see if they're gonna have more hats. That's gonna be disappointing if they have more hats at CapCon than they did, or they have more hats at Got Sold than they did at CapCon. But we definitely need to do a Caps and Curveballs convention. Maybe we do a Caps and Kicks convention.
Caps and kicks, or I hope you guys vlog so the team that can go and everyone on the YouTube get to see y'all day, because they love the vlogs, man. They love that vlog we did. So if you guys can vlog it, and
because I'd be hyped when you guys went to CapCon. I was so hyped for you guys.
Get some interviews, man.
In that environment.
Nah, we're definitely gonna be in the building for sure. For sure, we're gonna be in the building. Mom, you gotta get out the shot. She don't even
it's
care.
all good, man. Just again, thank you so much for joining. Tell your mom I love her pink headband. She's the best. And I need some more mac and cheese. Thank you so much, Josh, for joining. We appreciate you, Brody.
Hey, good morning to y'all. Good. Have a good rest of the weekend, y'all.
You too.
Yes, sir. Oh, all right. And we are done with our caps and kicks. And really quick, we're going right into our next topic. We got Shop Talk. Shop Talk. Tell them, Vanessa, what Shop Talk is.
So if you weren't tuned in on the first episode, Shop Talk is basically like Captain Curveball's curveball. Sorry, that was a whole mouthful. It's like their curveball, but for us is a Shop Talk. So the reason why we came up with the Shop Talk is just, like if you're at the hair salon or, the barber, auto shop, anything, you guys are chopping it up. You're chopping it up about different things, life, things that are going on in the world, news, celebrity, just different amount of things. So we try to bring something different. The last time we had a viral video about the judge and the guy just Supermaning over the thing, over the podium.
That was
so
funny.
Today we got
that
a little bit more subtle, I guess, and we're going to talk more about the music industry today, and more in a positive light. We're not going to do none of that crazy shade room stuff.
No, yeah. Listen, there was some. The music industry started off strong.
Yeah.
They started off strong with some new albums, some singles from a new album. And what albums are we talking about, Vanessa? Let them know.
So 21 Savage came out with the album called The American Dream, and then Kid Cudi came out with the album.
Kid Cudi,
and I believe it's Insano, right? His album came out on the 12th as well, which I think, I don't know if it's just me, but most album releases come out on Fridays.
Okay.
I don't know if that was just me.
I do see that. I do see that they do a lot of those, like the Friday joints, or like a Thursday midnight release. And listen, I take my AirPods Maxes. And I tap in. I gotta listen to an album 2 or 3 times, especially one that I really like.
Yeah.
Because the quality. You got to listen to a new album in some good quality headphones, guys. I'm telling you. These albums, these producers, man, they put so much work into it, and the quality of the, they got the, what's it called, the losslessness on Apple Music, and the Dolby and all this stuff, man. Get yourself some good headphones, and check out these albums. This one, the 21 Savage album, man. I was telling people, when he dropped with Drake, that was,
Yep.
I was like, man, this is my guy. I like 21. He's hitting the bars. I'm like, oh, I can mess with this dude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I always liked 21. I just, I found him as a feature artist, and then he started hanging out with J. Cole, and I guess that's really where his writing skills got to the next level. Like him partnering with dudes that he probably looked up to and thought were his goats in the rap game and what they did, and he's doing it, man. His album, me personally, is fire. Do you have a favorite song
I
on the album
do.
so far?
And it might be, I wouldn't say favorite. I haven't listened to the album enough to be like, yo, this is my joint, but
Yeah.
listen to it a little bit. I would have to say it's that song with Summer Walker, Prove It.
Okay. And he's got a lot of features on there.
Yeah,
You
he
mentioned
does.
the Summer Walker. He's got
Yep.
like Brent. He's got Burna Boy, Mariah the Scientist. My girl's like, you
Metro
listen to Mariah
Boomin.
the Scientist? I'm like, I don't even know who that is, if I'm
Correct.
honest. I really don't even know who that is.
I think Young Thug's in there.
Young Thug is in there. Young Thug, Lil Durk, a song. That one is fire. I always like Lil Durk's flow. He got
And
Doja
that
Cat in
album
there.
has 15 songs, right?
This one's got 15 tracks. Probably my favorite of the 3 or the 2 between him and Kid Cudi. I didn't really listen to the Kid Cudi too much. I listened to it at work. They were playing it, and it was cool. I was never really a huge Kid Cudi fan. I liked his music, like the popular joints, but I never really listened to his album, so I can't really talk about it in my
I have to
opinion.
show him love because growing up, I always listened to Kid Cudi and Nicki Minaj. It's crazy.
Kid
Like,
Cudi and Nicki.
in high school, I listened to them. So
Okay.
I feel like Kid Cudi still got the same. He didn't change up, if that makes sense. You know how people change up their sound and they try to do what's in and what's new. I don't think he did that. But I also don't have a favorite song on this album. I mean, I have one song that I listen to, which is a Crazy featuring, because it's Travis Scott and Pharrell. Like, those are 2 different types of people and 2
that are
different types
really
of
good producers in their own way.
Correct.
Yeah.
But their music is 2 different. So it's that song is called At the Party with, I believe. And yeah, it has a different type of vibe to it. That's why I liked it, because it has 3 different type of people and they're all on different wavelengths.
I agree with you. Like to bring 3 different, like, really good, because Kid Cudi, he produced a lot for Ye, and we know how those songs turn out. Like, you got 3 really good producers coming out with a song. I gotta check that song out, because I'm sitting here like, damn, you know what? Let me actually listen. And I think the Ariana album actually released.
She did. I know she did a single release. I don't know if she did an album release.
Wait, hold on. Am I looking at the right album? No, it's just a single. Yeah, you're right. Yes and question mark, right? Yep. What is that about? That song was good. My girl played it. I liked it.
I feel like it has like a house vibe.
House vibe?
Like the beat at the beginning.
Okay.
I thought she was gonna drop a beat and just start rocking out, but then it slowed back down into what she's used to, where she's singing and doing all that. more of her little
And
pop kind of.
you know the EDM world is going to remix that.
Correct.
It's like
Big
that.
time. Yeah, the
I
beginning for
gotta hear
sure.
it again, man. I heard it once. I liked it. It was funny because they played that in my workplace, and I was like, yeah, I know this song. I heard this song, and all the females was like, what? You listen to Ariana Grande? I'm like, no, my girl do.
Mhm.
You know, my girl's a big Ariana Grande fan. My sister's a big Ariana Grande fan. So like, you know, you gotta know Ariana Grande. You gotta know the
I
songs.
like
You
her
gotta.
music, like just like any other artist, rapper or whoever. They put their story behind it, but when she
Mhm.
sings, like you could just tell she's getting everything out, and she got some vocals on her. But
Man,
those are the type of songs I like to hear from her.
you
And I
like
think
those.
this, yeah, and I'm not too sure. I've seen a lot of people chit chatting about one of her songs. I'm not sure if it was this one that she was kind of hinting about what's going on with her whole relationship status. I don't think
Yeah.
it's this one because they got a house vibe. Unless she's hyped that, yo, I'm out of this.
All right, all right. And then we had another thing that we had that was away from music in general, but it was part of like the you know,
Music industry.
entertainment, music, YouTube. Talk to us about that.
So we were gonna talk about I don't want to chop up her name, Hallie and DDG. DDG
Hallie
is some
G. What if
yeah.
it's
So
Haley? I think it'd
that's what I'm
be a
saying.
HAI, right?
I don't know because everybody got different spellings and all
We'll
that
go
stuff.
Haley. Or
All right,
if it's Spanish, the L you got Haye.
nah, she not Spanish.
Eye. No, I just playing. I just playing.
um, yeah, she's in the music industry. Her and her sister they sing. She's also if people don't know, she's the actor for Little Mermaid, the newest one, the
Oh
live action one.
yes, yes, yes. I know who she
And
is. Oh my god.
DDG is a big YouTuber, and he does
Yes,
some rapping.
yes. I know DDG. Yes,
And the reason why we
he actually
wanted,
left YouTube for rapping, right?
I'm not too sure.
Okay,
I think he probably still does both. I don't know.
okay.
The only reason why I wanted to bring it to light because they just welcomed a baby boy. His name is Halo. They actually they kind of hid their pregnancy. Not kind of, they did. So nobody really knew they had a kid. And then he was born in December, but they just recently announced it. So that
Hey,
was kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie. It's funny because I think I spoke to I told my family this. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Besides my family knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to post that, I'm having a baby to the world until like the baby's like 5. Like, you're gonna
Oh
see me
wow,
pull up
that's
with a
crazy. 5?
kindergartner. You're gonna see me pull up with a kindergartner, like, yo, when the hell did you have a kid? Man, the world, especially like in their position, right? Me, no one cares about me, right? But where they are and how famous they are, like, man, people like to bring bad things into the world or say bad things, or
Yeah.
people will
And
be people, or people won't give you your privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like also
um,
you can't, or them specifically, they can't enjoy it because everybody's just like in their face, like, oh, you're pregnant, oh
yeah,
this, like
yeah, getting gifts and opening up gifts, and like, gifts are fun, free is for me, but like little things like that where it's like actually enjoying the moment. I'm a in the moment guy. I've gone to um Miami Heat Pacers game 7, and after, you can ask my sister, you can ask my dad and my mom, yo, where the photos? I didn't take not one photo. I was there just in the moment,
enjoying it.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
So imagine having a baby, and you and your significant other are 9 months going through it and just enjoying that process. Now, yeah, family, of course, family's gonna know, but
Yeah.
for me to be on social media and posting and this and that, I barely post photos of myself.
And
So
actually shout out to their family too, because I'm pretty sure their family knew, but they could have made a quick buck off of it and been like, put it out there.
yeah, I think it was genuine. I think that's genuine. Like, you know, they were just enjoying the pregnancy, and shout out to them for doing that, because
Yeah.
I think that's cool, man. I like that.
I
Um
liked it too, because just pregnancy in general is probably a lot of stress for them, and they're in the light, so it makes it hard for them to enjoy things just in general.
mhm,
Marriage,
mhm,
bringing a
mhm.
child into the world, because
Yeah.
their light is under like a little magnifying glass.
Yeah, magnifying glass. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's a lot of pressure. People put a lot of pressure. They put labels on you, and then it's But I like what they did. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to DDG, the Little Mermaid, and I know DDG as a YouTuber,
Yep.
and him boxing, and I know he stopped the YouTube career to focus on music. I'm not sure if he's back. I ended up at that point is when I stopped watching them and following. But shout out to all those YouTubers, man. They do a lot to stay relevant, in my opinion.
Yep. A
But
lot
yeah,
of
man.
content.
Yeah, that is what our shop talk.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed that shop talk. We're gonna switch over the background back to caps and curveballs. And
Mm.
what do you got for us, Vanessa?
Nothing. That pretty much wraps up our segment for today.
Okay.
Please go and like and subscribe. Follow us on
Yeah.
all social media platforms. We're
Yes.
trying to get that TikTok up. We're really, really close to 100. So please
Yeah.
go up on there and follow us.
Hmm.
Watch the guys on Thursday.
Yeah, we got a show
And
Thursday, every Thursday.
we also have a little segment that goes on Wednesdays, but it's IG live. So make sure you
It's
guys
IG
tap in
live.
with those guys as well. If you guys have any ideas, topics, or anything of that nature that you guys want to see on here, or just to be discussed, please hit me or everybody's big bro up. And
Hmm.
then with that being said, we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Peace
Peace.
out.